Hey, I'm back. We are going to work on the cloth. Welcome to my stream, Seth. I just saw that comment. Yeah, we're gonna work on the cloth. I think we can start working on that. There are still a lot of rivets to add, but I'm gonna take a short break from that, um, and just really get the cloth in a good spot. So the silhouette of the cloak could be a bit better. Feel like it is leaning a bit too much. We either have to double down and make it like shorter, or uh, ease it back into a cloak shape like that. Also, the starting position of the cloak, this is where we're going to have the uh, so cloth sim, right? When you're designing cloth, um, when you're designing cloth to be simulated, you will be freezing certain vertices in your low poly to a location, and because cloth has to drape from somewhere, right? Unless it's just like a free roaming piece of cloth that's just like on the ground somewhere, I guess. Um, so I'll attach here. There are some things to be mindful of doing this, and we move it out a bit here. I think that'll help with the drapery once it's simulated. Something like this. Make it look really nice. I haven't done cloth sim in a while in Unreal Engine, so it'll be interesting to see how far the software has come in terms of that. Because before, last time I used cloth sim in Unreal Engine, you had to download a separate SDK and install it. It didn't come preloaded with Unreal Engine. It was like a separate add-on. So I want to see how the integrated version works. If they have an integrated version, I don't even know if it's integrated, but it probably is. It's been such a long time since I last used Cloth. I'm pretty sure they've integrated it into Unreal Engine. Will we ever see Cloth Simmings anime? You have seen Cloth Simmings anime if you played any of the um, tournaments. You'll see like some flags flapping around in the wind. As for Cloth Sim on characters, there's still a lot of work to be done, unfortunately. We're gonna have to wait on that for a while. There's just a lot to do still until we can get Cloth Sim working for characters. Well, enable it for characters because it actually already works. It just hasn't been enabled because there's still a few things to fix. I think. Hold on. One sec. Yes, I hope that answers your question. Yes, but not for a while. How is this going to connect? What if we just... So this is the shawl. Oh yeah, we're gonna add like a buckle here, weren't we? I remember saying that in a previous stream. Uh, so let's go make a cool looking little buckle or something. Or you can just like grab an existing one. I mean, that works too, honestly. Um, so the cloth would sound like that. And then figuring out how it drapes. I guess it goes up here and around. Okay, so let's just like figure out how this cloth is actually put together because no cloth is actually like this. You don't make a cowl. You don't tailor a cowl like this. So we have this is the ending point. It goes around like that. And then it loops around. And then it goes under here and it comes out from here. Whoop. That means we'll have it tucked in here. I wonder if we can just like slice it like this. Keep getting messages. What's up? Never mind. So something like that. And then it goes around and under. A bit confusing here. Hmm. Okay, so I can't open her, but what about the breastplate stretcher? Oh god. Where is that from? Is that Monty Python? I remember hearing that from somewhere. Breastplate stretcher. Game of Thrones. Ah, okay. No way. That sounds like some sort of parody. I wouldn't have guessed Game of Thrones. Man, I wish there's still Game of Thrones around. Like, I kind of wish they kept going on, instead of like cutting it so short at the end. Like Game of Thrones is like everything everyone was talking about for like a couple years. It's such an influential TV show. I think Game of Thrones is one of those. Uh, it's like one of those cultural phenomenons that really solidify like medieval fantasy into pop culture. Okay, these pieces of cloth here, they're gonna be a bit troublesome. I think I might just have them all. I might just make them smaller or get rid of them entirely. This piece like layered cloth. I know it's possible, but it's not really something I want to get too deep into in cloth sim tech. We're gonna figure out how to reincorporate those later. Okay, this cloak. So let's go hide this for a second. This is the hood that goes everything. So we'll hide this. We need to work on the lower layers first. Oh, extrude edge, regular extrude. Maybe that'll work. What? Why is it extruding a triangle? What is this? Extrude. Man, we're just gonna do it this way. Oh, let's slice that. Get rid of this. And we'll just drag these out. And then this strap here, it will have to go up and around here somewhere. Are you on Discord somehow? I am on Discord. Did you want to send me something? Or add me there, or? How do I know I can trust you? I'm kidding. Let's see. What's my ID? How to find my ID profile? User profile. Streamer mode enabled. Okay, how do I turn off streamer mode? Disable. Okay. Maybe you can just search for like Zethros. I'll PM you. So that's I think it needs a pound symbol there. I missed out on that one. No, you can't. No, trust the bots. Hmm. How would this go about? I guess it goes under. Should it go under this pauldron? I guess it does, doesn't it? Like at least the strap part. And then that goes under as well. It's all under the pauldrons. Okay, I guess this works for now. A lot of this is going to be hidden, so I don't even know if I should be sculpting under here, really. And then it's not going to affect the front because it's also hidden in the front. Hmm. Oh, I sent you my thing, my ID in a DM. I'll add you then. Uh, how to add? Okay, I sent you a friend request, Cowie. Oh, I see. Yo. Wait, you're not also at grinding gear, are you? I swear. Like whenever I ask this question, like someone says I might be. Like all the GGG employees coming out of the woodwork saying hi on my stream. Nope, I wish I'd be there. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin was like, ah, but maybe we do work together. Yeah. It's hard to get in, eh? Ah, ay, ay, ay. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Hold on here. Oh, you don't like low poly? You like the realistic stuff, eh? I feel like low poly can be a bit limiting. Like once you've seen one low poly model, you've seen them all. Like they're all low poly stylized World of Warcraft clones. That's basically what art has become for the past decade. It's either World of Warcraft or League of Legends model clones everywhere. Everywhere. Bakes in long distance uh, LEDs. Yeah. I think we don't have projects for characters almost. Oh, okay. Yeah, you wanna do like characters? I mean, I wanna be a character artist. Character artist. Let's put in a few more edge loops here. Are you working on stuff on the side? Like, in addition to your day job, are you like working on projects on the side? Like what? Making any like side projects? Side projects are a great way to get to where you want to be. Come to Exanima. I mean, I'd send out an invitation, but like, I don't think Maddock is hiring at all. I mean, he might be, but I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about Maddock wanting to hire more artists. There's a guy doing like icons and stuff. I know. I wonder what happened to Bergzaza. I feel like he just like disappeared. I don't know what happened. Mostly speed sculpts and printing. Oh, cool. Sounds very technical. I've always wanted to do printing. It just seems very involved, and I just don't have the time. One day I will become one of the cool people with 3D printing as a hobby. One day. Just you wait. You have some armor on ArtStation. Was it printed? No, it is not printed. It's the real deal, buddy. I picked up a hammer. I picked up some metal. I went to whacking away. That's real steel there. It's probably the hardest project of my early teen years. Early teen to early adult years. I was so freaking obsessed about trying to make a suit of armor. Like, you guys have no idea. If you asked any of my family members back then what I was interested in, they would say, "Oh yeah, he's probably doing armor or something right now." Like every conversation I had with anyone back then, it would be about plate armor. It was insane. It was actually like a full-blown obsession. I don't use that term lightly. Like people usually say like, "Oh yeah, I'm obsessed to this sort of music. I'm obsessed to uh I'm obsessed like with like sushi or something." Uh, something crazy like that. But yeah, like this is an actual like psychological condition. I was deep in it. This pauldron is a bit in the way. Gotta, let's go transpose. Should we transpose it or should we just move it around a bit first? Let's go move it around a bit and then, excuse me, and then we'll do some more moving around until it's in place, I guess. Uh, what made you be this way, if you don't mind me asking? So I played Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2 when I was a kid. Uh, and you know, like the scene with Tyrael like coming in with his massive wings and his like sword and just wrecking shit. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's what got me in. So, you know, it's a big deal uh, when someone like me rejects working at Blizzard. But yeah, basically like everything I've done so far uh, has been inspired by that. Also like Lord of the Rings, you know, like the Nazgul, the ring wraiths. Yeah, that was really inspirational too. Like when I basically wanted to like make armor for like Peter Jackson's next movie where like uh the ring wraith rescue Luke Skywalker uh from Legolas. Yeah, no problem. The boys of Weta were absolutely unhinged when they made all the props. Yeah. Yeah, I would have loved to work there like during that time. That would have been insane. Holy cow. Maybe they have another project in the works. Wasn't Weta bought up by some company? I forgot. I think like Weta has merged in with another company somewhere. I forget which one it is. Unity, yes. Really? No way. Unity bought Weta? I guess it has to be true because that I think that was my reaction when when I read the news about it, but I forgot like what company it was. That's crazy. But why though? I would have thought like some sort of like film company would have bought them up. Oh well. Oh, sorry. Uh, Man, I really need to set up links. Or if that's like a news article or something about how Weta was bought, then I can probably look that up later. Okay, I wonder if we should start adding these. I haven't really used these a lot, but they're interesting. Will allow me to get like the super fine. Or maybe I should just like draw it in. Yeah, I might just draw in like the threads and stuff. It's a bit much to use this as realistic as it might be. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I might actually, I'll try to use this. I'll try to use this. I've never used it before, but I made, basically what this brush is like a checkerboard of uh, cloth that I made so I can like really shred and fray the edges of the cloth. So I might have this as like an under layer that goes underneath here, and I think that would really contribute to an interesting look. Do that, and then we'll do another bit here. Maybe we'll do something like that. Oh. So like that. And then put another one here. I saw this somewhere on a post in Polycount. It looks very useful, so I made my own brush. And we'll see. We'll have to see how it performs. Let's go grab the bits. Probably just merge them all together, really. So then we can just use like the move brush and really just fray the edges a bit. But let's might take a bit of practice to get to get going. Try and topological, we can grab this edge and pull it out a bit. I forgot they aren't welded. Shoot. Well, if we weld points, would that work? I don't know if it will. Okay, it sort of does, I think. Yeah, there we go. Really get like a more tattered appearance going. I was gonna do this for grinding gear, but I think my art director, my art lead said that it's too much detail. So, but I want to try it for this challenge. I want to see what it's like for this challenge. Makes sense that it's too much detail. Path of Exile's a top-down game. So. Oh, this is interesting. Might have to just tuck that whole thing in there. Gotta hide our mistakes like that. I don't know why these two pieces are like one poly group. It shouldn't be that way. What's up with my keep hearing like buzzing in my headphones? This piece is like touching another, crossing another cable. Hey, Delacrane. How you doing? Good. Good, good. Just putting the finishing touches on this on the cloth here. Well, not really finishing touches, but more like actually, yeah, I'm just getting started actually with the cloth. Like gonna put this in, and then there's gonna be, I do want like something to indicate that this cloth was like, so this guy is a blackguard, or not blackguard, he's a oathbreakers. So that means he used to have an oath before, and I guess that oath, we have to figure out who he used to swear like fealty to, or like swear his oath to. Um, and then like he breaks his oath, and then he goes to over to Tiamat, right? So Tiamat is his new deity. So I'm thinking like one of the other dragon gods, like going from Bahamut to Tiamat could be interesting. But then again, Bahamut is like blue. This cloth is red. Um, so we have a conundrum there. The fallen leaves tell a story. Something is up. Discord. Okay, hopefully that fixes it. This is pretty satisfying. Just like dragging out these little small pieces of cloth. It really is starting to put the whole look together. Like this right here, like the red cloth with the pauldron is like Gale, Gale from Dark Souls 3. Getting that Gale look on. Do you know if ZBrush Cloth Sim is worth using? It probably is worth using. I haven't tried it very much personally, but I'm sure it's useful. Otherwise, they wouldn't have added it. Like basically everything in ZBrush is useful. I haven't found a single thing that isn't useful. But no, I haven't had too much personal experience with the ZBrush Cloth Sim yet. If you find out more about ZBrush Cloth Sim, let me know though. I've tested it out a few times. It's it's good for like if you want like cloth sim on, like if you want to like drape some cloth over a statue or something. It's quite good at that. I haven't figured out how else to use it though. Something is wrong with my headphones. Hold on, I have to replug it in. Okay, I think we're back. It's hard to find someone using it. Yeah, it's one of those more advanced features, huh? So keep foiling at doing cloth folds by hand, same as bevel. Yeah, cloth folds are hard. They need a lot of practice. Like what you can do to help, right, with cloth folds. I have a bunch of alphas that I bought. So what you can do is you can buy alphas of like cloth wrinkles and just like slap them on. So like this. If we now standard brush, we can use the alpha of this, and then we can just uh, oh, uh, so you can just use like an alpha and then use like drag and drop like that. And then from there you can use that as a basis to finish it up with like standard brush. And then just like, oh, so just like really use like a less intense standard brush. And then just kind of get that in there. So like that, and then you just, yeah. But yeah, it just takes practice. Just takes a slow and steady hand, and yeah, just take your time really with it. Or that'd be like cloth or something. Yeah, wherever you can, use alphas. That's the tip for for today. Use all of the tools ZBrush gives you for sure. Like don't ever like manually start doing like little itty bitty things at a time. I've done that before and it just takes forever. It takes forever and the end result is not as good as you would envision it to be. Oh yeah, I forgot to weld points. Okay. How do in how to inflate towards camera? You mean use like the inflate tool? So this thing? Um, so if you have like, say if you have like I just use like backface mask, right? I think this is what you're trying to say. So if we have a um, piece of geometry here, and you want to like inflate it, but you don't want the back side to also inflate, you turn on backface mask, and that's probably somewhere in like I'm thinking transform or something like that. And if you do that, it will inflate towards the camera. and you won't really get it on the back. You have 3 pieces of cloth, one overlaps another, and you shift between layers. Oh, I'll click. Just alt click on them. That'll shift you between layers without having to look over here. So it's a huge time saver. So when I click like that, I just hold down Alt, and I click on another piece, Alt, click. I think that's default. I think that's default ZBrush. I didn't use a hotkey for that, so it should work. Thanks, Lurker. I had some delicious reheated pizza. I also did one co-op mission in Elden Ring. It was really fun. Hold on, this music is so loud. I can't even hear myself talk. Yeah, we were doing like I got into like a random with I got randomly summoned into the sewers of Landell. Good place, really fun place to get summoned. Just because there's like it's such a long journey from one bonfire to the next, and invaders love to invade there. Not this, you're changing layering position. Looks like inflate. I'm using the move tool, and I have topological on, and I'm just like pulling out individual strands of geometry. I hope that is that what you're wondering? Sewers are interesting. Love the cursed lobsters. Like the sewers are definitely like a filter, right? It filters the scared people. It filters the scared newbies from the hardened veterans. Yeah, yeah, the sewers are definitely one of my favorite places to go. I don't know why. It's so dangerous down there. There's just so much stuff that's gonna try to attack you, like giant rats. Those omen guys are really tough too. If you get invaded while fighting like 3 of them, it's almost game over unless you're like super smart and like your host is also in on it too. Like I have a really cheesy build where I just spam gravity bolt over and over and over again. And that I can like shut down, I can lock down one of those guys, one of those omens. Um but then that still leaves like the other 2 if there's like more than one omen. Uh so yeah, it gets a bit tough for sure. You got a 4.5 thrust spear. Oh shoot. That's pretty OP. Yeah, I love stabbing around in Exanima. Probably my favorite way of dealing with enemies, just stab them. At least in an arena. I don't know why, but it doesn't work as well in story mode. Maybe it's because we don't have 4.5 point spears so early on in story mode. All right, have a good time lurking, lurker. I should probably subdivide this a little bit and then figure out where we're going with this guy. Hmm. Let's go use like, do you want like some sort of edging? Do I want some edging? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do the edging later, if there is any. Screw it, we're not gonna have any edging. No edges on this one. We'll just go with the cloth, the frayed cloth. It's gonna be Dark Souls. We're gonna make Dark Souls art. All right. What size is this? Is this okay? It's an okay size. Yeah. It's gonna be super frayed. This whole cloak. Gonna have so much personality. It will be a character in itself. Did you see my comment about the Mermaid Crescent season armor? Yes, you really liked it. Thanks for the compliments. I enjoyed making it. But yeah, custom dyes would really make the whole thing pop for sure. I too want custom dyes. The eye-shaped slits in the top front make me worry about daggers. I mean, like any hole is like a dagger is gonna be like, yep, I can fit in that. There's gonna be gaps. It's always a compromise, right? It's always a compromise between defense and how comfortable the armor is, or how uh like how wearable it is. If you can't see, if you can't breathe, then you're gonna suffocate in your armor, and that's no fun. Never any fun suffocating in your own armor. Oh, we saw this alpha on. It's not. Let's get rid of that alpha. Um, this is so satisfying, man. I wish I did this earlier with like some of my older pieces of artwork. Just like put this kind of cloth everywhere. So nice. I miss the good old days when we weren't constricted by those pesky invisible walls. Wait, is this Exanima or are we talking about Exanima or are we talking about like Dark Souls slash Elden Ring? I'm thinking invisible walls means Dark Souls slash Elden Ring, but just to make sure. Because we don't have any invisible walls in Exanima. Oh, Exanima. Okay. Good old, when we weren't constricted by those pesky, we had invisible walls in Exanima. I didn't know that. Maybe that was a long time ago. Maybe before I joined or something. Oh, I mean, I can't escape the arena. I remember that. That was funny. I always like those clips. It's too bad the fun is gone. Oh man. We need some noise. I'm just gonna throw in some noise here real fast. Just any sort of noise. Doesn't matter. It's too smooth. Low poly will be as one piece. No. So you never really make low polys as one piece. The reason for that being is that there's like a lot of small meshes and stuff that you want to uh, work on separately, right? You want them to be separate from the mesh. Like if you have like stuff hanging, like this basic U here, if you retopo that as one mesh, how are you gonna bake it? Like you're gonna have like this tiny little crack in here, and then like the details are gonna project on both sides. So you want to explode the mesh and then bake each part separately and then recombine them. This is a bit more involved. A bit more involved. Oh, for the cloth. I'll probably cut it off here. One of the reasons why I had the cowl here is to like hide the seam where the cloak would attach to the body armor. I don't like how some of these meshes have accidentally stitched onto each other. That's a bit annoying. Makes it a bit harder to move stuff around. But it should still be okay, I'm hoping. Next time I'll have to figure out how to weld them together when I'm dragging them out instead of once they are already on the mesh. You see that there? Like they all connected to each other. Not super useful. But the end result is still pretty much the same. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a limitation there. It only welds holes, right? It doesn't weld like 2D planes. And these are 2D planes. For curve welds only on endpoints, I haven't found any weld distance for that curve. I think that you might be able to find that in curve options. I think that's like a curve step, isn't it? That determines how how far these things weld. Scaling initial object usually helps, but not always. Steps are kinda lattice for your curve. Yeah, it's something I'll have to experiment more with. I did work quite a bit to get this working in the first place, but I think there's got to be a way to make it better for sure. Yeah. Just need to find time to do it. I should honestly just weld these two because they're one visually they should be like one piece, right? So I might as well just yeah, merge them so I can work on both at the same time. For the cowl, let's go merge these two together as well. Oh. Ah, I keep pressing focal shift. I just want to draw slice. I should probably be over the pauldron now that I think about it. Yeah, like that. Under. There we go. We should probably save it. I do all of this and then ZBrush crashes. That'd suck. Okay, let's save it. Select. Okay. Oh my god, don't even say that. That sounds awful. Holy cow. That'd be so bad. ZBrush Iron Man challenge. It's like a soul level 1 challenge where you delete your character every time you take a hit. Yeah, no, we're not doing that with ZBrush. you, you have to input the Konami code within 3 seconds. I don't even know the Konami code. It's like up, down, left, right, WASD. I don't know. Something like that. I think I almost got it, but no. I don't know off the top of my head. You need a controller too, right, to actually enter the Konami code? I'm glad I went with the 3D option. Like, I was a bit worried this would be like really time consuming, like what I'm doing now, like dragging out all of these little strands. But actually, this is like super amazing. And if I were to like draw this all in with like the texturing in the texturing phase, I think it would take a lot longer, and it wouldn't look as accurate or as like detailed. So I'm really glad I was brave enough to do this. I was like hesitating there. I was like, should I actually add this in or not? No, this is really good plan. Let's get rid of some of these, so it's like even more frayed. And it's like realistic too, right? Like this is what frayed cloth does when it frays. You just like remove some strands. Alt F4. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think you might be right there. You guys are giving me anxiety. You guys keep talking about this. I'm gonna get a full-blown panic attack. I'm gonna be like, no, ZBrush. You guys are actually giving me anxiety. Actually. What program will you use to texture it? Probably Substance Painter. Uh, I haven't used Substance Painter before, so it'd be interesting to see how I go with that. I mean, I might even use like Polypaint or something too, but I need to do more research there. Like I said, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to texturing. Like I never really texture my models. I just hand them off to someone else. So like that's actually one of the original that was actually one of the original um kind of like what kind of like desires what I wanted to get out of this challenge, right? One of my goals, one of my original goals is to like learn texturing to a competent degree with this challenge. Like so many studios are asking for substance designer uh, skill. So I need to be able to prove that if I want to join Bungie, I guess, or like any of those really crazy high-end triple, quadruple A studios. Zathonok lower correction wasn't in Painter? No, that's all Polypaint. I did all of that with Polypaint, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was Polypaint. That's an old model. You're digging through my ArtStation. I should get, man, I don't know. I mean, it's a cool idea, right? But like poor execution of that piece, I think. It's like insanely detailed, but the more you look at the details, the more you realize I had no idea what I was doing in ZBrush. Yeah, like the idea is cool, right? The concept is really amazing, but like the execution, ooh man, so bad. What's this? My phone keeps pinging. Oh, it's just my brother talking in group family chat. I'm like, why is my phone always lighting up? And they're just having a convo. Man, I'm having a blast doing this. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. This is like the funnest part of this modeling because I've never really done this before, like to this degree. What am I gonna do up here? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do up here. I need to make it frayed. So that means I probably need to split this off. So I'm gonna have to like UV unwrap this. So unwrap that, and then I'm gonna maybe put a texture on it. So surface, uh, maybe I can slap on my linen. Uh, where is it? So do that, and then alpha scale. So something like that, I guess. I'll have to do something like that. It's a bit strong, isn't it? So I'll have to do something like that to make it blend in, right? And then after that, I can like put some more decoration on top. I might do that here. Just wait. I'll save this for later. I still need to do some work here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some surface noise on it, and then we'll decorate it further. I think I remember hearing of a rule where you should delete stuff that's on your portfolio that's more than like a certain number of years old. I think I have a few pieces up there that definitely qualify. But let's get this thing done, and then we'll put it on my portfolio, and then we'll delete a few of my old pieces. I I I made a lot of stuff for like Path of Exile 2. Well, some stuff, not a lot of stuff. I made some stuff for Path of Exile 2, and then there's some more stuff coming for Exanima, but I can't show those stuff yet. I can't show them yet until they are in game. So unfortunately, I just have like a bunch of old stuff. I mean, there's some of that newer stuff like the MTX, but for now, I'm just gonna hide these. I don't think we actually need these anymore. There we go. We'll just, yeah, we don't need those. It's just extra stuff that we'll have to work with later, and I can't be bothered. This looks cool enough, all right? gotta gotta have priorities when you're in a challenge. Um, you like it? You like it more when you see someone's progress. Yeah, true, true. Um, Maybe I'll put them in a separate category, like old work, right? Because if I'm trying to find a job and then like they see my my old shitty stuff, I don't know. You're like, So what have you worked on recently? But yeah, I get what you mean. It is very good. Like I would actually do this. I remember like there there's this time where I went like scoping through like I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Well, actually you might have, but Raphael Grassetti or like Grassetti. I think he goes by Raf. But yeah, like I would stalk his portfolio on ArtStation, and also he has like website, right? So I'd like be looking at stuff. I'm like, man, this guy's so good. I wonder what his older work looks like. And then I scroll all the way down to the bottom, and it still looks good. His older stuff still looks good. I'm like, how is this possible? What is this man? Oh man, like I want to see dirt on my favorite artists. I want to see what they look like when they're a noob. So yeah, that's funny. Yep, millionaire from NFTs. I did do some crypto stuff. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a millionaire though. Far from it. Far, far from a millionaire. I feel like a millionaire. And that's all that really matters. Like that's kind of what we that's why we get into the game dev industry. It's not for the millions in cash. It's for the millions in pride and satisfaction. Wait, Grassetti? He made 3 million from NFTs? No way. That's insane. What the heck? Wow. I didn't know he was into crypto too. What the heck? That's awesome. Super cool. I'm just waiting for my I'm just waiting for my currency to go back up. I'm just waiting for my coins to go back up, and then we'll see what we can do from there. I mean, crypto's slowly going back up, very slowly, but it's going up. But like the time, so like I quit grinding gear, and then like a week after I quit grinding gear, like there's the massive crypto crash. I'm like, oh my fucking god, what did I do? I'm like, I have no money. That was a bit scary, man. Not gonna lie. That was a bit scary, stressful, and yeah, not good vibes then. I was not a happy camper. I always enjoy to watch someone play content you've had a hand in creating too. Oh, you mean Path of Exile? Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like I that's the thing with me, right? I like to apply to studios where I've enjoyed the game. So anything that I've like put 1,000 hours into, I'll apply for sure. Uh, I mean, it's good for them. It's good for me. It's good for them because then they have an artist that is really passionate about their game and they've already played the game, so they understand the art style quite well. Um, and it's good for me because, dang, I get to design the cosmetics that I play around in. It's like the best part of the job. Yeah, Xanima too. Yeah, for sure. There's more stuff coming for Xanima. I hope you guys like it once it comes out. It's pretty good. I spent a lot of work so far. I know you guys haven't heard anything really, but there's always work going on behind the curtain in Xanima. Even if we're just sitting there in the Discord being quiet, that's how you know the most work is being done. Shame Xanima's a dead game. Oh no! It's a dead game. It will never come back to life again. But you know what they say, what is dead may never die. Checkmate, atheists. No life signs whatsoever. It's funny how there are a few forum posts like that from time to time. Yeah, yeah, we get those for sure. These people do not understand the difference between a living, breathing organism and software. I don't actually even go to the forums. Like, I don't even go to the official Exanima forums. There's no point. Like, everyone who is, like, actively playing the game is basically on the Discord already. And if not, they're talking about it on Steam. I remember thinking something happened to it until I joined the Discord. Yeah. It was very quiet before we started doing the coffee diary. Like, I'm actually kind of proud I introduced that to Exanima. Like, I thought, wow, like there's very little communication between the players and devs. That's one of the things I noticed when I joined. And myself, being like a former World of Warcraft player, I know how that feels. I know what it feels like uh, when the devs don't seem like they're listening, or if they're not there to talk to you about the plans with the game. And I don't think that's fair because like people spend thousands of hours in the games that we make. Like game devs really need to understand just how important video games are to people's lives. Like it's what you look forward to after you get back from school or work. It's basically your life away from life in a lot of cases. Not every case, a lot of cases though. Like for me that game is Elden Ring, right? Like sometimes when I'm working I just like think about, oh, what kind of weapon should I play with next? What would be the most effective weapon for the DLC? Like, what level should I be when the DLC drops? Which character do I want to play through the DLC with? There's a lot of stuff that you think about, just about like one game, you know? And so it's super important to have that interaction. Like, there is a chance for that interaction to go bad, or like, yeah, it can go bad, but it's better to have an interaction than no interaction at all. Been here since Skelegram showed off his version. I am in for the long haul. Oh, version something. I can't see that. It's probably like 1.6 or something, right? I don't know. 1 point, yeah. I actually. So the thing is, like, I actually used to watch a lot of Skelegram before I even joined Exanima. Crazy. his channel's been like up for so long. He's like such an old YouTuber. It's like OG YouTuber from 2007 or something. It's crazy. Crazy how long he's been there. 0.65.4. Sorry, I really need to figure that out, but I just like when I'm done streaming, I'll be honest with you guys. When I'm done streaming, I don't feel like figuring this stuff out. I just want to like chill. Yeah, it's like hard work. It's hard work doing art, and like once you're done, like you're done. I'm gonna go to sleep now. So yeah. I feel like his cloak needs to be bigger. It's a bit small. I think we lost some of the definition in here, like the straight lines. So we gotta get those back. Yeah, Twitch blacked it out. I just do retro doom mapping modding, and even that can be exhausting at times. Yeah, it's even more so exhausting when I'm not streaming. Like, streaming is a huge motivator for me. I don't know what it is about streaming, but it makes me uh, it makes me get things done more quickly, almost. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like people are watching me. So it's like, oh yeah, you better get on that business, or the business will get you. I don't know. I don't know what I was saying with that. There we go. That's a bit better. Give it some volume. Judging you harshly just as we speak. Yep. Ah, plus 100 points of motivation. Oh no! I just pressed the render button. Oh no! Not rendering. I quickly keep pressing escape. Escape! Abort! Abort! Did I abort? Good. Okay, let's save it. Holy cow. That's scary. Like, I don't want to render now. It's going to take forever if I hit render. No! No render. I don't want it. Stop that right now, ZBrush. Stop right there, criminal scum. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes mashing escape doesn't work. And that's when, like, you've just lost like 10 minutes of work right there, 10 or 20 minutes. Is at this moment. Yeah. I really should change my render settings. So it doesn't take forever to render. So if I accidentally do hit render, uh, I'll be okay. Is that from something? It sounds like it's a reference that I'm missing. Sounds like it's from something. Some 1990s blockbuster film. I wonder if there's a more fast way of doing this. I guess this is as fast as it gets, unless I'm missing something. That's the thing, right? You never know. You never know how, like, what is fast and what is not fast, um, until you work in like a studio setting where everyone's working together and they're like, "Oh yeah, just do this," and they're like, "Wow, that saved me hours of work." It's hard. It's hard figuring out stuff on your own sometimes. That's another reason why I stream, like, stream my art. You really learn a lot just from like other artists, just like chiming in and stuff. This is one of those programs I imagine got a billion hidden tools and various submenus. Yeah, you're not wrong. That sounds like ZBrush to me. It's well, maybe not a billion, but it definitely is a lot that is hidden away. Question: I have a lot of crashes when deleting objects or subtools. Do you know of any way around? Um, I can't say I've personally experienced that. No, I haven't experienced crashes when deleting subtools. There might be something wrong with your mesh. What you can do, all right, so ZBrush has a customer support center. Just send their mesh to them and they'll figure things out. That's what I recommend. But yeah, maybe my best guess, like right off the top of my head right now, is there might be something wrong with your mesh that ZBrush just doesn't like. Um, if you send a photo to me, maybe I can figure it out. But if it's like not under NDA or something, and if you're willing to show it, I might be able to see possibly what you might be deleting. But yeah, I don't know. Like I've had sometimes meshes are just like cursed somehow, and you just have to delete them and remake them, or uh, copy the polygons and then move them to like a new mesh. Oh, network error. My stream to go down again. The fuck? One sec. Let me go get the stream back. Whoa. My internet is like off. It's still recording though, so uh so you guys on YouTube should be able to see this. I'm gonna keep recording. I'm gonna keep doing this and hope the internet comes back on. If it doesn't come back in a few minutes, I'm gonna end this end the recording here, and then yeah, I'll go figure things out. Rip stream. So I guess it was my ISP after all, and it wasn't Twitch's fault. Plot twist. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording here, and then you go, and then I'm gonna go fix the internet. Bye.